So you started with a high osteopenia, close to osteoporosis, and then what was the result?
So it went from a severe osteopenia to my spine to now a moderate stroke mild osteopenia, and my hips are now mild osteopenia. Perfect. And so yeah, dramatic change.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
indebted.
And you continue rebounding?
Oh yeah. Well, the funny thing is that it's really fun.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, if I've had to miss a week, if I had to go out of town and couldn't take it with me, then it's funny when I get back on because well, I smile tremendously. I love it, and I find that it really works my core, it works my whole body, and I just think it's tremendous. So that aside from obviously what it's done for me in terms of the bones, and you know, I think it's essential to keep you know, to keep that weight bearing, you know, as we go on here. I think you know, keep it mild.
Oh, it's awesome. Do you want to give us an example how you're bouncing? So are you jumping high usually when you're doing it? So it's about 3-4 inches.
I always warm up like this. 2-footed bounce, and most of that 6 months was a 2-footed bounce. And then I progressed to more dynamic going. I love the fact that this is wide, so I can travel about. I listen to music, and I listen to my favourite BBC radio programmes.
Sure.
The best comedy. But definitely, as I go, I get more and more dynamic, and I think the warm-up though is essential for me.
Well, that's for everybody, you know. I mean, you should not go into too hard training without warming up, but that's a great thing to warm up anyways, huh?
Yeah. And then other than obviously moving about on it, I do try and sometimes do 2-footed bounce like this where I'm really pushing down. Yeah, with the heels. Rather than getting too much height, but just really. I think actually that was on your side. So I do that, so it doesn't look any different. But it really feels. Push the heel into the mat. Exactly. Really put the energy down.
Yeah, that's the difference between rebounding and trampolining.
Right.
With trampoline, you really try to get as high as you can, and here with the rebounding, you really push down and the mat brings you up.
And then it's fun to
that's one of my favorites too. And that really makes a nice impact on the bones.
And interestingly, with my results, the least of the improvement was in the wrist.
In the wrist.
And I thought that was very interesting in terms of the wrist did improve, but much less than the hips and the spine. And I thought, well, what does that point to? You know? I think you have a video on the site that I did actually show my family.
Wait, say it again?
I think you have a video. It's funny, no music.
Oh yeah, you can do it without music, but of course it's much more fun with music. That's great.
Oh, it's just great.
Yeah, it's just wonderful.
It really is.
So you keep this rhythm through, have you kept this rhythm through all your 50 minutes?
Yeah, after warming up, I'll do like sets of, you know, 10 this way, depending on the music, and then this.
Yeah, forward, backward.
And as I think I mentioned to you, I would wear a heart rate monitor sometimes. Just from my background, it's interesting to me.
Sure.
And it would, heart rate would sit at about 130 beats per minute.
So that you have a nice aerobic workout, but not too much.
Yes, I think it's a good, healthy aerobic level, and yeah, I think
that's very nice.
Fun to know what it was.
Yeah. Awesome. So what I see is you usually you bounce, you come back with both feet, huh? You don't alternate left, right?
I don't alternate too much. I found I started to do a little bit of almost like this, like putting more weight on one and then the other. And because of the issues I've had with my knees,
yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
I found that it's taken a long time to kind of get to be doing that, and so
that makes sense. I mean, you're here in the most secure position. That's, for instance, also when I'm teaching this jogging. You know, I usually don't jog the normal way. I have this exercise, the Red Indian dance, and there you always land also with 2 feet, because it's just safer and it's not necessary to injure your ankles.
Yes. Well, I was more excited to build up the time rather than try and do something more dynamic that was maybe shorter. I was so into the fact that I could do something for a length of time and felt that in the end that would be a benefit, you know. But yeah, it's all work in progress.
That's great. Oh wow, thank you so much. That was great, Charlie.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing your enthusiasm with us. And many happy future bone scans.
And I've actually got 6 months to go till the next one.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much, Charlie. That was just wonderful to see you bouncing there with all your enthusiasm. That's really great. I just wonder, do you have any advice which you want to give our listeners or spectators and all the people who may be concerned with osteoporosis or osteopenia?
Well, I'm a study of one, and I've been lucky to have some help and been looking at the different osteoporosis pieces of the puzzle, and things have been improving for me. But I think if you have an osteopenia or an osteoporosis diagnosis, the key thing is not to ignore it. And I say that because you can't feel it, and fragile bones, generally speaking, are only a problem if you fall. And so I think it's important to think of all the little elements, and you know, vitamin D, like, oh, I don't like the taste of it, or calcium, magnesium, or I've run out for a few weeks, or oh, I don't think I'll weight bear this week. But if you can keep on all those things, plus numerous other factors, nutrition, whether gluten's a problem for you with osteoporosis, all of these small things add up to really affect the whole. And I think it's really important to keep that at the forefront with this disease as much as you can. It's worth it.
Thank you for sharing all that, and thank you for being with us.
Great, and thanks to BELLICON for creating a product that I could actually use. It's tremendous.
Great, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.